everyone, and welcome to Wintercrest Field for CTN's live coverage of American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Post 334 squad welcomes the team from Champlain Park, Post 600. Joe Yund, Howie Shapiro behind home plate. And a beautiful evening for baseball. Colin McCullough getting the start on the hill for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, it really is a nice evening, and we were here last night, and it was a little bit warmer. This is a little more pleasant here tonight, so we're pretty excited about that. McCullough takes the mound, Joe, and he's just pitched 3 innings, giving up a hit and a run that's not earned.
3 straight up out of the zone to Justice Knight, and Knight ahead in the count 3-0. I would assume he'll be watching this one all the way. And he looks at a belt-high strike, 3-1. Very early in the Legion season. Coon Rapids, though, coming off a championship in the Red Haddocks Wood Bat Tournament over the weekend.
Yeah, they've played well. Their record's 6-1. Champlin has had a couple of cancellations, and they've only gotten really got 2 games under their belt so far.
Knight draws the 5-pitch walk. So man on, nobody out for Justin Brooks, the second base minder for Champlin. Up and in a very early visit to the mound from Coach Matt Mossy.
There you see Justin Brooks hitting .286 on the season. I'm wondering if head coach Matt Mossy sees something in McCullough's delivery that maybe doesn't like it, just came out with a quick word. But yeah, usually you don't see the manager going out there that quickly in the game.
Well, 6 pitches in and only 1 has been in the zone. And all 5 that he's missed with have been up high.
Up high, correct.
Now he's missing low, 2-0. Took a little something off. It finds the zone, 2-1.
Well, he needed to throw a strike.
Knight, a very conservative lead over at first base. McCullough not giving him a lot of attention. This one hammered down the left field line, but hooks foul and goes out of play.
Yeah, last night the wind was coming straight in from center field. Now we're blowing right to left.
Up high, skips away from Kopp, and hustling over to second base is Justice Knight. Count is full to Justin Brooks.
Yeah, good opportunity for Champlin. Now you get a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Fastball hit hard to right center. Hanging up there, plenty of time for Donnell to get underneath it. Tagging and moving is Knight. Manders bobbled the relay attempt.
One aggressive.
So he makes it there without a play.
Aggressive move by Knight because the ball wasn't that deep. But I give him credit. Did a good job of stealing third.
That'll bring up Ryan Oberstar, the third baseman, with a runner at third base, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. McCullough struggling to find a rhythm early on. He misses high again to start Oberstar 1-0.
Oberstar were hitting 200 on the season, as we talked about. Just 2 games under their belts. They're 2-0. Post 600.
This one skied back out of play, 1-1. Off speed pitch hit lazily to left. Going back for it is Sammy Lee. He's there to make the catch. Tagging and coming in to score is Justice Knight. A sacrifice fly for Oberstar. Champlin on the board first, 1-0 here in the top of the first.
Nice job by Justice Knight. Again, he created the opportunity to get a run. He stole second, and then he took third on that fly ball to right. And then the fly ball to left gets him home. So the Champlin post 600 team gets on the board first here tonight.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Andrew Rakow. He looks at a fastball way up high, 1-0.
Rakow hitting 200 on the season.
That one in the zone, evens the count, 1-1. Then down in the dirt, skips to the backstop, 2-1. Another one way up out of the zone, 3-1.
Yeah, majority obviously of his misses have been high. Especially the last two.
This one hit well to right center, but Myrie with time to track it down in center for out number 3. Leadoff walk. They work it around and take a 1-0 lead. No hits, 1 run, none left. 1-0 Champlin after half an inning on CTN. Coon Rapids posts 334 in an early hole. Leadoff walk comes back to bite him in the top of the first inning. Couple of well-hit balls to the outfield, allowing the runner to advance and eventually score. But a lot of baseball to be played. And the Rapids squad hoping they can answer quickly. Mason Myrie, the center fielder, will lead things off for him here in the bottom of the first inning. Shortstop Mark Manders will start out on deck with Zach White behind him. The catcher Jaden Kopp in the cleanup spot, followed by the designated hitter Patrick Wright. Garrett Rothstein is playing at third and hitting 6th. Sammy Lee, Tyler Donnell, and John Ankerfeld round out the order for the home squad.
There you take a look at Drew Kaluza on the mound for Champlin. Think about Mason Myrie. He's been tearing it up. He's had 20 at-bats, 11 hits, Joe. 3 doubles, 2 triples on the season, and leads the team with 12 RBI.
It's not a bad start.
And he's batting .550. Forgot to mention that. So
well, 11 out of
11,
20.
Yeah. But got to point that out.
Takes a pitch down and away, 1-0. Called strike at the knees, evens it up. Curveball misses inside, 2-1.
This post 334 team hitting .316 as a squad through 6 games.
This one hit well down the line to right. It will fall in front of Finau. And a leadoff single for Myrie. He'll keep that batting average moving up. So look at the defense for Champlin Park, post 600. Finau, Knight, and Klein in the outfield, right to left. Andrew Rackow and Justin Brooks on the right side of the infield. Joe Thoraldson is the shortstop. They have Ryan Oberstar at the hot corner and Zach Zahalka behind the plate for Drew Kaluza. Kaluza gets Manders a swinging strike, 0-1.
Manders hitting .333 on the year. He's just had 4 at bats so far. I'm sorry, 3 at bats so far this season.
Called strike, and Kaluza way ahead, 0-2. Keep a close eye on Myrie. He's able to dive back safely.
He also has 5 stolen bases on the season so far. He's really played well. He's a nice start to the season.
And a 3-pitch strikeout. Good way to bounce back for Drew Kaluza.
Brings up Zach White hitting .500 on the season.
Runner is off. This one is fouled away. One misses low, 1-1. Runner off again. This one grounded up the middle, fielded by Thoraldson. He'll go to first. The hit and run takes away the opportunity for a double play, and the out at first, the only option for Thoraldson.
Yeah, now pretty good hitter coming to the plate. Jaden Cobb. Looking for his first hit of the season.
Had a great high school season.
He really did.
One of the team leaders. Looks at a curveball that bends in for strike 1.
Coon Rapids looking to try and get that run back that they lost in the first.
Another bender from Kaluza, but this one falls short. Out of the zone, and Cobb lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball in, called the strike, and Kaluza right back ahead in the count after a leadoff single, trying to leave that man stranded. Goes back to the curveball, and it's low, 2-2. This one, a short fly behind second. Brooks able to back up, make the catch, and end the inning. Champlain Park on the board first. They lead 1-0. After 1, you're watching American Legion Baseball on CTS. At Wintercrest Park. After an inning, Champlain Park able to score early and take that very early lead. But a lot of baseball to be played.
That is for sure.
Justice Knight had a leadoff walk. He moved to second on a pass ball, moved to third on a fly ball to right, and scored on a sacrifice fly to left. Zach Zaholka, the catcher, the number 5 hitter, will lead things off here in the second, followed by Tyler Finau. And then the pitcher, Drew Kaluza. Andrew Klein is in the number 8 spot with Joe Thoraldson hitting in the number 9 hole. McCullough had a little bit of a shaky start. He really struggled to find the zone. A lot of pitches up high, had some down in the dirt. Threw a lot more pitches than he wanted to in that first inning, hoping that he can get things straightened out here in the second. After giving up that leadoff walk, it was 3 fly balls, 1 to right, 1 to left, and 1 to center. Donnell, Lee, and Myrie, the 3 outfielders, all getting catches in that order. Zach White is at first. Johnny Ankerfeld is at second base. Garrett Rothstein is playing third with Mark Manders at short. Jaden Kopp is behind the plate for Colin McCullough, getting the start and hoping for a quicker second inning. First pitch grounded to short, scooped up by Manders. The throw to White in time. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, nice to get to Hulk on a ground ball on the first pitch. He's been hot to start the season, hitting .857. He's had 7 at-bats. 6 of those at-bats have been hits, but this time not a hit, as Manders easily able to scoop that up and throw it over to White for the out.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Tyler Finau. A little late on the fastball, 0-1.
Finau hitting .571 as he steps to the plate. The squad's batting .480 as a team, but again, just 2 games.
And quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Off-speed pitch, fouled out of play. That one up high, but McCullough in the driver's seat. He's got a couple to play with. Goes up there again, and Finau lays off. It's back to a 2-2 count.
Oh, it's 3-2. Oops.
I always love that.
We better throw a strike here. You better throw a strike here.
Well, if it's close, he better swing.
Well, absolutely.
I mean,
at 3-2.
Finau, after getting ahead 0-2, through 3 straight up out of the zone, he blows the fastball by him. Gets the swinging strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Colin McCullough. And 2 outs to start this second inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Drew Kaluza. Fastball way up high, 1-0. This one driven down the line to left, and it will land safely. Kaluza turning, going for 2. And he is in there easily with a stand-up 2-out double.
Yeah, he jumped on that first pitch, and there's no way that the Coon Rapids squad's getting recorded out there. He just drilled it to that portion of in left field where he's able to get a double pretty easily. So he's just going to jump on that one. And Sammy Lee's going to run all the way to the fence to pick that one up.
This one popped up in the infield, just into the grass as John Ankerfeld makes the catch to record the out. A 2-out double does no damage. Still Champlin Park a 1-0 lead midway through the first on CTN.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Back at the ballpark, it's far more comfortable to sit in those stands than it has been the last couple of days.
There is no question about that.
The town ball team, the Redbirds, have played back-to-back in these 90-plus degree days. But I will say, yesterday's evening game with a lot of wind was much more comfortable than Sunday's afternoon game with not
With
much
no wind, yeah. You know, it was actually more, I mean, it wasn't, I don't want to say comfortable, but it was more comfortable than I thought it would be last night.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And the rain that came through the area overnight and knocking down the humidity has made today far more comfortable.
Absolutely.
Patrick Wright, Garrett Rotzine, and Sammy Lee, the scheduled hitter for Coon Rapids. Good curveball from Kaluza to start Patrick Wright out 0-1.
Patrick hitting .500 in the season. The only home run of the year so far for this post 334 squad.
Blows a fastball by him, and Kaluza back in front. 1-2. Kaluza able to pitch his way around a leadoff single by Donnell in the first inning. And getting through the order relatively quickly.
He did.
Curveball and
looked good.
Inside it was a tough check from Patrick Wright, just barely able to keep it on his shoulder. And the pitch inside, 2-2. Fastball misses outside, and a full count to the leadoff man here in the second. Kaluza likes to work quickly, and that doesn't disappoint. Leadoff walk for Patrick Wright.
Important that Coon Rapids gets that leadoff batter on base.
Kaluza just missing outside to Rotzine, 1-0.
Garrett's hitting .417 on the season. He's also having a nice start to this season.
This one hit well to right, but able to track it down is Finau for out number 1.
Yeah, look, coming off the bat, that may get past Finau, but he's able to get over there and make the catch.
Bring up the left fielder, Sammy Lee, with 1 out and 1 on.
Sammy hitting .273 on the year.
They'll check on Wright down at first. He slides back safely. Good throw down from Zahalka behind the plate.
nice pitch there to get ahead in the count 0-2.
Missing just low, 2-1. 1-2. Excuse me.
You're excused.
This time.
Just don't let it happen again.
Curveball, he reached out and grounds it weakly to the left side. Oberstar comes in, able to throw over to first and get the out. Wright advances to second on the play.
Well, again, a big second out after giving up the leadoff walk.
Well, and Lee just kind of was so far ahead of that curveball, and then he just kind of left his bat out there and just hit it weakly to third. And Oberstar, fortunately for Champlain Park, was able to charge well and get the out. Tyler Donnell swinging through a fastball, coming up empty, 0-1.
Donnell looking for his first hit of the year. A good time to get it right here.
Quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Fastball misses inside, 1-2.
Tough one to hold off of with 2 strikes.
Hit well, but foul. We'll try again at 1-2. Curveball got him. Hit by pitch will put runners at first and second with 2 away. And the number 9 hitter, second baseman, John Ankerfeld, will come up.
Second time this season that Tyler's been plunked.
Fastball right there for strike 1.
Ankerfeld hitting a $143 on the season. Good time to work on his average right here.
This one popped back and out of play, 0-2. Off-speed pitch, and looked like he was going to get rung up.
I thought so. A little bit outside, just a bit anyway, at least. But it was close.
Fastball fouled back. Ankerfeld staying alive at 1-2. Up high, 2-2. And now a full count. Runners should be off with the pitch with 3-2 count, 2 away.
John trying to work a walk out of this.
This one rolled back to second. Scooping it is Brooks. He'll throw over to Rakow. And that is out number 3. So walk and a hit batter, but 2 left stranded. We go to the third. Champlain Park 1, Coon Rapids 0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
It's league night here at Wintercrest, this golf course that finishes up just behind the first base line.
Did you ever play in a league?
I have not.
Well, I'm surprised. I thought
I'm
you
not
would.
good.
You're not.
I like to play where there are no rules, and I
Well,
can
we
take
knew
as many
that.
swings as I would like.
That's really kind of how your life is. Play where there are no rules.
Joe Thoraldson will lead things off for Champlain Park here in the top of the third inning. This one down the right field line, over for it, and making the catch just in foul territory is Donnell for out number one.
Now doing a nice job of just staying with that. Getting over from his position in right to make the catch in foul territory.
So back to the top of the order, Justin Knight walked and scored in the first inning. It's the only score so far. This one foul and out of play.
Wind still blowing pretty much from right to left. Oh, nice pitch there.
Fastball in for a strike, 0-2. On one hop to Ankerfeld at second, able to get it to right. Good speed down the line from Justin Knight, nearly beat it out.
Yeah, but Ankerfeld made a nice play in the field. That was a sharply hit ball. He was able to glove it smoothly and throw over to the bag. But as you're right, that Knight was flying down the line.
Justin Brooks, a fly ball to right field first time up. Now with two out, nobody on. First pitch, fouled to the backstop. Just off the outside edge, 1-1. This one hit well, but well foul out of play down the left field line. Got way in front of that breaking pitch.
A good spot to be in 1-2 in the count. With two away, looking to see if we can retire the hitter at the plate. So what are your thoughts on the high stirrups? You like them? I know Mossy wears them, and obviously McAuliffe wears them. I kind of like them.
Well, those are not stirrups.
Or not
there
stirrups.
are no stirrups.
High socks. That's what I meant.
This one, a line drive into left field.
Although I've seen.
If they had real stirrups, that would be old school.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
The high socks, and I'm not even sure they're knickers. I think he just has them tucked in.
No, I think they do. I think that's correct.
I think he just has long pants that are tucked into the top of his socks.
I agree. So does Mossy. Same look. I do like when some of the players wear the old stirrups.
Yeah, I mean the knicker look is certainly more traditional. Nowadays it's rare.
Exactly.
Ryan Oberstar, who hit a sacrifice fly, drove in the only run. Got way in front of that off-speed pitch. This one hit high to short center, coming in to make the catches. Myrie And that will retire the side in the third. A 2-out single, one left stranded. Still 1-0 Champlain Park midway through the third on CTN.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
So the leadoff man in the ballgame walked, and Champlain Park able to work him around for a score. It has been pretty well pitched and strong defensive play since. Coon Rapids has gotten their leadoff man on base each of the first 2 innings. Both times they have gotten him to second base. But nothing beyond that. They've left 1 runner stranded in the first, 2 in the second. And Myrie way ahead of the curveball, 0-1. Myrie had the 1 single for Coon Rapids so far.
Yeah, we talked about he's been on a tear so far, so I'd like to see him get an opportunity to get another base hit here.
Up and in, 2-1. Up high again, 3-1. And then down low, so after getting ahead in the count 0-1, 4 straight out of the zone, and the leadoff man on base again for the for the Rapids.
Well, Rapids have had some opportunities, and see if this is the inning they can manufacture some runs.
Mark Manders, a strikeout victim, first time up, only strikeout of the game so far for Kaluza. First pitch hit high to left field, going back for it is Klein. Klein will make the catch just a few steps in front of the wall for out number 1.
Well, Mark jumped all over that first pitch, and he did give it a long ride, just not quite far enough. But he hit it far.
Well, Kaluza needed that. His pitch count starting to mount, and so to get some
quick outs
would be beneficial to keeping him on the hill a little longer. First pitch hit well to left. This one's going to fall in front of Klein. And there are 2 on with only 1 out here in the third for Coon Rapids. Zach White just jumped all over that initial offering. Looked like an off-speed pitch. Just hanging belt high, and he turned it around.
He did. Now with Jaden Kopp, I mean, here's a pretty good hitter, struggling a little bit early in the season. This would be a great opportunity for him here to kind of get off that schneid a bit.
Looks at a fastball down and away, 0-1. He popped one up behind second base back in the first inning. Now trying to do some damage. He's underneath the high heat. Evens the count, 1-1. Myrie at second, White at first, a 1-1 pitch. Called for a strike, clipping the outside corner low. And Kaluza had in the count 1-2.
Again, exactly where he wants to be, as you mentioned, his pitch count rising a little bit.
Runners are going, and it hit him. So the bases will be all loaded up for designated hitter Patrick Wright. Second hit batter for Kaluza in just the third inning.
Yeah, and that puts Wright in a big spot here with just one away. Bases full of Rapids.
Wright walked in his first at bat. Big swing at that first pitch fastball, comes up empty, 0-1. This one chopped and on a hop over Oberstar into left field. And that is going to drive in the run from third. Myrie scoring easily. This game is tied, an RBI single for Patrick Wright.
Again, nice piece of hitting. He's able to chop that one over the third base minder. I said, I mean, it's tough. That one came off hard off the dirt. And no real opportunity for Oberstar to make a play on the ball. Then Klein in left bobbled it a bit. But I was going to say it. The Rapids couldn't bring any more runs home.
Rotzine out in front of that one, fouls it way left of even Coach Mossy in the coach's box down third base. Called strike, makes it 1-2. This one hit high to short left. Coming in to make the catch is Klein. White tagged and bluffed, but gets back in time. It's 2 away.
Yeah, it wasn't hit far enough or deep enough for him to advance from third. Now with 2 outs, Kaluza would love just to get out of this inning with just the 1 run.
Sammy Lee, first pitch, right back up the middle. It gets through. 1 run will score. They're going to hold Kopp at third. As fortunately for Champlain Park, Justice Knight charged in from center to make sure only 1 run gets across. But an RBI single for Sammy Lee gives the Rapids the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, nice hit right back up the box. Sammy Lee gives the Rapids that lead.
First pitch, Donnell pops it up. Underneath it, right near the second base bag, is Justin Brooks to record the out. So 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 left. It's a 2-1 lead for Coon Rapids as we head to the 4th on CTN.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
There she is, the youngest Mossy, Olivia Jade.
So cute. We saw her at the end of the season. Was it the end of the season? Yeah. For the high school season. Boy, she's a cutie. Having a good time. Beautiful weather. Watching Dad's club at the ballpark. All good things.
And Dad's club just took a lead with a 2-run bottom half of the third inning. So as McCullough toes the rubber here in the fourth, trying to protect the lead for the first time. He'll face the 4, 5, 6 guys for Champlin Park. Andrew Rakow, the first baseman, a fly ball to center field. First time up, takes fastball high, 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Here in the top of the fourth, Champlin looking to see if they can get that lead back.
Finds the zone there, 2-1. Off-speed pitch. Popped up just into the outfield grass. Ankerfeld waits, squeezes out number 1.
Always nice to get that relatively quick first out.
Zach Zahalka chopping the first one. He sees foul. Likes to go after that first pitch. Grounded out on the first pitch he saw back in the second. Grounds this one to third. The throw in time from Rothstein to White for out number 2. McCullough's delivery is very interesting. He
almost sidearming away.
Well, he sidearms it sometimes,
yeah.
But he has several different arm angles.
I was watching him go, wait, when did he start throwing sidearm?
Well, and I think it's just when he throws that pitch that is, I don't know if it's supposed to be a breaking pitch. Right. I assume that's why it turns his arm angle the way it does. Because the fastball's coming relatively over the top.
Yep, absolutely.
Or maybe at a 45 at worst. But then he's throwing something with that sidearm, whether it's a changeup or some type of breaking pitch. It definitely has less velocity on it. And that was why you saw when Zahalka had to kind of wait for it and then kept his hands in real tight to get around on that pitch. He had to kind of wait for this one foul and out of play. For Finau, it'll stay 1-2. See, but that's the off-speed pitch, right. And that was still over the top.
Yep.
So it's got to be a curve or a slider.
Or maybe a slider. Yep.
That he throws with that sidearm action. This one fouled out of play. And there it is. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's definitely got some break to it.
It does.
It makes it, because the arm angle is so dramatically different, it's pretty easy for the hitter to see that's what's coming. Goes back to the fastball, and this one wrapped into right field. A 2-out single for Tyler Finau.
Well, Finau waited for his pitch. That one, a base knock, solid base knock. Champlin is with 2 outs, as you mentioned, a single, and trying to get at least tie this game up.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Drew Kaluza. Had a double with 2 outs his first time up. Looks at a fastball knee high for a strike, 0-1.
Take a look, big lead.
Another one in at the knees. And McCullough way ahead at 0-2.
All right, nothing over the middle, way ahead.
Got him to chase one up out of the zone. It's going to get out of play. Donnell giving a good effort to see if he could track it down in foul territory. Another attempt here at 0-2 for Colin McCullough. And again, getting Kaluza to climb that ladder for a pitch up out of the zone. But Kaluza able to get a piece and stay alive. He'll get another chance.
We're out of baseballs. You really need one. You really need one.
You do need at least one.
It's always good to have. Game. Yeah, absolutely.
There you see in the background one of the Champlin guys off chasing one of the more recent foul balls off. This one chopped lightly on the left side, and Kaluza is going to beat it down the line, and that was just like a swinging bunt to a perfect spot.
Yeah, because you're not playing in if you're Racine at third. And it's a long run for McCullough off the mound. Gave it a go.
It's not how hard you hit it, it's where
exactly
you hit it. And when you hit it where they ain't, typically you end up with base knocks. That's going to be back-to-back two-out singles as the Champlain Park post 600 squad trying to answer after surrendering that lead in the bottom half of the third. Andrew Klein, pop-up first time up.
No, I think we have a new batter, Tyler Trombley, number 23, hitting for Klein.
And now down and away evens the count.
He's hitting 200 on the season.
Fouls this one back to the backstop again. You know, we saw McCullough missing the zone up high a lot. Last couple of batters, he's thrown that pitch up out of the zone, but the Champlain Park guys are going after it.
Yep.
Again, a high fastball. This one scooped up by Ankerfeld. He'll just race to the base for out number 3. 2 hits, 2 left. It's a 2-1 Coon Rapids lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th on CTN. Champlain Park able to turn a leadoff walk into a run in the first inning. But after that, the defenses buckled down and kept it close, and then the Rapids able to open it up. They got 2 runs on 3 hits, left 3 in that third inning. Gave them a 2-1 lead, and that is where we sit here starting the bottom of the 4th. Second baseman Johnny Ankerfeld, the only one that didn't get to hit in that third inning for Coon Rapids, will lead things off here in the 4th.
Well, able to hold on to that lead that they had, and they were able to get in the last inning. And again, an opportunity to go up 2-1. And there you saw head coach Tyler Oakley, who's a 2010 grad of Champlain Park.
Go, Johnny. Start it.
Anchor felt a ground ball in his first at bat out in front of an off-speed pitch. Fouls it off, 0-1. This one chopped back up the middle, charging his Thoraldson. He fields, throws, and there's out number 1.
Yeah, both these teams like quick innings in the field.
Well, especially I think for Kaluza, he was at 59 pitches through 3 innings.
Right. Definitely too many.
Well, you'd like to see 10 to 15 in an inning. 20 is typically not going to keep you on the mound for an entire game. Rarely will you get more than 5 innings at 20 pitches per inning. Donnell swings, comes up empty, 0-2.
So it looks like they moved Oberstar to left field. So now who's playing third?
Curveball in the dirt. Donnell wisely lays off. Donnell a single in the first inning, then walked and scored in the third.
So that's Tyler Trombley went in at third then. So Oberstar out to left, Trombley at third.
Curveball hit high, and Oberstar is going to get a chance. Makes a running catch to prevent a possible extra base hit for Tyler Donnell.
That was a heck of a catch. He got on his horse to get that one from that corner in left field. And that looked like it was going to get over his head, but boy, just enough reach.
Bring up Mark Manders. Fastball skied back out of play. Off speed pitch floats in, called strike 2.
Kaluza now ahead in the count 0-2, and a great opportunity here just to close this inning out.
Yeah, he's trying to get his first 1-2-3 inning. Curveball misses, 0-1. Fouled back, 2-2. Foul territory, and it will get out of play. We'll try again at 2-2.
Manders trying to get his bat going again. Came in hitting .333. Trying to keep this inning alive for the Rapids.
This one grounded to the left side. Snagged by Trombley. The throw in time. And the Rapids retired 1-2-3 in the fourth. Still they lead 2-1 over Champlain Park. We go to the fifth. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
As the world faces the challenges of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Lions recognize that kindness matters now more than ever. And Lions and Leos are finding ways to continue to serve our communities. For more than 100 years, in times of need, Lions always find a way to help those around them. And after we emerge from this, we will be stronger than ever. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
I was the lead gunner of the convoy that we had. While I was suppressing fire, I felt a flick on my upper biceps area. Right after my recovery, I had to find myself again and see what else I could do to continue my selfless service. Having an organization like the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, putting me back into working with wounded troops helped me to process my injury. I'm Sergeant Mary Herrera, and my alive date was November 8th, 2003.
For more information, visit saluteheroes.org.
Tight ball game midway through. We start the 5th inning with Coon Rapids clinging to a 2-1 lead. Champlain Park scored its run in the top of the 1st. Both Coon Rapids runs coming in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Colin McCullough looking in. He'll face one pitch to Thoraldson, a line drive to Rotzine, a quick snag, and doesn't get much quicker than that.
No, he didn't have to move too far to his left.
Hit it on a line. He
did.
barreled it up, but right at Rotzine. I was going to say he's going to face the number 9 guy, and then back to the top of the order. Justice Knight walked and scored in the 1st. And a ground out in the 2nd. He slips coming out of the box, and he's limping, and that's not a good sign for Champlain Park.
Okay.
Their center fielder, obviously, some good speed out there, and he slipped coming out of the batter's box and then clearly limping and laboring and not putting in too much effort to get to first because clearly in some pain. Two very quick outs on just 2 pitches here in the 5th.
Go, Colin.
Justin Brooks had a single his last time up, 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this one on a line over the head of Manders. Solid 2-out single for Justin Brooks. Tying run on base for Champlin Park here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, he turned on that pitch. I'm not sure what Kopp said to McCullough when he walked out, but that pitch was right there where he wanted it.
That'll bring up Oberstar. Ryan Oberstar sacrifice fly in his first at bat, and then a fly ball to center. And boy, they are jumping on that first pitch.
And again, another 2-out opportunity for
back-to-back 2-out singles. They did that in the 4th inning as well with back-to-back 2-out singles. But McCullough's faced 4 batters. He's thrown 5 pitches in this inning.
He had 2 quick
has 2
outs.
on and 2 out. And now Andrew Rakow. Looks at a pitch up high, 1-0.
All right, get the force. Get out of here. Come on.
Tried to throw behind. It skips off the glove of White. Lead runner is going to turn. He's going to try and come home. He's going to be there safely as the throw comes in. I like the idea, but that is the risk you run. The error allows Brooks to score from second, puts Oberstar in a scoring position.
Again, with 2 outs, I mean, it's risky anytime, but 2 outs, it's very risky because if that kind of thing happens, all of a sudden now your game is tied up.
And now a 3-0 count to Rakow. Another look at it, and just a high throw.
Yeah, White couldn't do anything
wide
about that.
of the line. And as soon as the throw went down, I think Brooks broke for third base. And now a walk for Rakow. After getting 2 outs on just 2 pitches.
You got a good hitter coming to the plate as well.
Some struggles here. Zach Zahalka. So far 0 for 2, a couple of ground balls. 1 to third, 1 to short. Now with 2 out, 2 on. First pitch hit high to center. Short center coming in and making the catch is Mason Myrie, but the damage done, an error, allows Champlain Park to tie this one up 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning on CTN.
Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
So it started out beautifully in the top of the 5th inning. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And then, unfortunately, the wheels kind of came off a little bit. Looks like Justice Knight is going to try and give it a go out in center field. So that's good news for the Rebels, or the post 600 squad. I'm going to go with Rebels. They still have the Rebel on the hat. Originally, I wasn't sure if they were actually Champlin or Champlain Park, because Champlain Park is not a city.
Nope.
It is only a school in the Hennepin School District that is technically in Brooklyn Park, but right on the Champlin border.
Well, they're considered the Champlin team, I know.
But their jerseys clearly say Champlin Park.
You know, I'm just wondering, because they had their jerseys laid across the bench when I was talking to Coach Oakley, and I'm just wondering if they just made a change because they were determining numbers. I know a couple of guys had different numbers than we were originally given.
Zach White, first pitch of the inning, hit well to left. Backing up is Oberstar, and he is there to make the catch for out number 1.
Quick first out here in the bottom of the 5th.
That'll bring up Jaden Kopp. Hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Looks at a pitch, down and away, 1-0. Swings underneath that one, evens the count 1-1. And now down and away again. Off speed pitch is in there and evens the count again, 2-2.
You know, we talked about Kopp being a pretty good hitter in the high school season this past year. You know, just a handful of at-bats coming into this game, just 3, still looking for a base hit.
And now a full count with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. A speed pitch grounded to first. Waiting on it is Raquel. He'll scoop it up. Go over and step on the base for out number 2. Bring up Patrick Wright. Walk in an RBI single this afternoon. Good breaking pitch there to freeze him for strike 1.
We have some movement in the Coon Rapids bullpen. I just can't see from my angle who's throwing.
Kaluza missing up high. Tommy Dutton.
Yep.
believe is who that is. Off speed pitch. Fools right and gets Kaluza ahead in the count 1-2. Goes back to the curveball and a punch out. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Kaluza. His team able to pull it back even. It's 2-2 as we head to the 6th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I've been driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like the trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Beautiful evening at the ballpark, and it's all tied up. Champlain Park scratching one across thanks to that error in the 5th by the Cardinals, or the Rapids, rather.
We have a new pitcher, Joe Yen. Tommy Dutton on the mound for the Rapids. Comes in with a 1-0 record, a 2.00 ERA. He's pitched 7 innings, given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, but he has struck out 8 in those 7 innings pitched.
And he will face the number 6 hitter, Tyler Finau. Right fielder is 1 for 2 this evening. Good looking curveball right there, and Finau lets it fall in for a strike, 0-1. Champlain Park has had at least 1 runner on in every inning thus far. As McCullough was unable to put together a 1-2-3 inning in any of his 5. Still a solid effort.
I thought so, yeah.
Just unfortunate the way the run came across. Curveball this time grounded, knocked down by Manders. Comes back to scoop it up, but no chance, so he won't make the throw. And I think that'll go in as an infield single.
Yeah, it should.
First pitch hit down the line. White tags, throws. The tag made by Manders, and
Good play, guys. Good play.
tagged him on the top of the head and say he'd already touched the base. But they're able to get the out.
Let's take another look at that. That was that was close. Good job by White just to go over and tag the bag, and there's the throw. Oh, I think he's out.
This one popped up, will stay in play. Jaden Kopp races, and it bounces out of his glove. And Trombley rather, will stay alive. Yeah, I'd look at that again, but yeah. I thought it looked to me like he was out. Looked to me, it was a bang play either way.
It certainly was.
I thought he got the tag on him before the foot came down on the base.
I think so as well.
So Tyler Trombley ground out to second base, first time up. This one fouled and out of play, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. But again, we also have Well, slow motion
Yeah,
replay
do.
benefit.
It is important to be able to
Does
see
make
it in
it a
slow-mo.
little easier for us. Curveball hits softly into shallow center field, and that will fall for a single. And runners at the corners with one away here in the 6th. Champlin Park trying to regain the lead.
Coach Mossy going to take a walk out to the mound to talk to Dutton.
He started the inning with a really good-looking curveball to Finau that was taken for a strike. But both hits, I believe, were off of that curveball, just guys timing it up and waiting on it. And again, don't have to hit it that hard, but just a soft little liner in front of the center fielder. Runners at the corners, and the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Joe Thoraldson at the dish, trying to give his team the lead. That one skips in the dirt, goes to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance on the wild pitch, and Champlin Park has the 3-2 lead.
Yeah, tough one there for Dutton as he's puts that one in the dirt. I'll give credit to Champlin. They're doing a good job of getting hits, manufacturing runs. As I mentioned, now taking the lead back.
And now an insurance run in scoring position as the pitch is up and into Thoraldson. And it's 2-0.
Yeah, just one away.
That one finds the zone. We talked about it a little bit during the town ball game last night. With this configuration here, if a pitch gets behind the catcher, it's pretty much guaranteed a base.
Yeah,
at least one. I can probably get from
You
one
could.
base to the next.
I think you could.
Against most catchers. I'm pretty slow.
As long as they had a little oxygen waiting for you at the end.
This one, a fly down the right field line into foul territory, and it'll stay 2-2. I don't know that it's quite 90 feet from home plate to the backstop, but it's at least 60 foot.
There's a lot of room, put it that way.
60 feet is where the mound is, and I'm just looking mound to, maybe it's not even quite 60 feet, but it's a lot. This one hits softly behind short. Manders able to get back there and make the catch. That's a big second out for the Rapids.
That's huge. Yeah, because they...
and that, again, was one that just wasn't hit very hard, but because of where it was very dangerous. Fortunately, Manders able to get a good read off the bat, track it down for out number 2. Back to the top of the order. Justice Knight grounded out in his last at bat, and again, kind of slipped and then limped his way down the line. Good to see he's back in the lineup, not hurt. Fastball rolled to second. It skips away from Ankerfeld and out into right field. The runner is going to turn and come home, and Champlin Park has a 4-2 lead.
A nice inning put together here by post 600.
Well, and unfortunately for the Rapids, it's errors and a wild pitch. They scored the tying run on an error, the go-ahead run on a wild pitch. There's another wild pitch. Second wild pitch of the inning for Tommy Dutton, and they scored and moved that runner into scoring position on that first wild pitch, and then another error allows that run to score from second. So 3 runs in the last 2 innings. This one hit down the line and will fall in front of Donnell. Knight will score from second, and it is a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, a solid offensive showing here by Champlin in the top half of the sixth to now give them a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, and now four runs in these 2 innings, only 1 is earned.
Right.
That's the part that I know the Coon Rapids team struggled with it in the regular season, in the high school season, and it continues here into the Legion season, and in a game where they really had things going pretty well. So when hit in foul territory. White with a good effort, but runs out of real estate, 1-1.
Yeah, Coon Rapids just trying to get out of this inning.
This one grounded left side. Manders fields, throws, and that is out number 3. But 3-run score on 3 hits and 1 error. Champlain Park leaves 1, but they lead 5-2 going to the bottom of the 6th on CTA.
You may not be able to plan ahead for a ghost encounter.
Under the dining table now!
But you can plan ahead for natural disasters. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Know your evacuation routes and decide on a safe emergency meeting location.
Here? I know. What a pick Orlando.
Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. So pass the Proton Pack to the next generation and visit ready.gov/plan to get started.
Coon Rapids has its work cut out for them now. With a 3-run deficit, and starting the bottom of the 6th inning, they will face a new pitcher. Ryan Oberstar, who started at third base, then went out, made a tremendous running catch in left field in the last inning. And now he takes over on the mound here, trying to protect the lead and give that win to the starter, Drew Kaluza. And Drew Kaluza is now out in left field. So just swapping spots.
That's what they did. Oberstar here looking to get a quick inning, so up with that 5-2 lead so they can get back to the plate. Want to try and keep the Rapids off the base paths if they can.
Well, the Rapids hitless since that 2-run third inning. Really, for Kaluza, the last 2 innings, his best 2 of his 5-inning start. Garrett Rotzine will lead off. Couple of fly balls so far. First pitch grounded to second. 1 pitch, 1 out.
So the way they want to start in the field if you're Champlin.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Sammy Lee. He's 1 for 2, had an RBI single in that third inning when Coon Rapids had 3 of their 4 hits and both of their runs. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Up and in, evens the count. Kind of like Oberstar's wind-up. throws the hands back over the head. Old school. This one delivered down and in, 2-1.
He's the one that should be wearing stirrups.
And now up high, 3-1.
Not quite shades of Louis Tiant.
Hear the Google going now.
Louis Tiant. How do you spell Tiant?
How do you spell Tiant?
I think it's Tiant.
Lee thought he had his walk, instead a called strike at the knees, 3-2. And now Shapiro will lead the Google.
I will do the Google. Well, I can't get on. There's too many people searching.
That
Louis
one
Tiant.
just off the edge, so he will get a walk with one away. That'll bring up right fielder Tyler Donnell. 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in his first at bat back in the second inning.
Tiant. I was correct.
Good job.
Look up the old videos of Louis Tiant. He had an interesting windup. He actually looked up to the sky before he delivered. It was very interesting. He was a good pitcher.
Fastball in to even the count, 1-1. One out, one on for Tyler Donnell. A 1-1 pitch from Oberstar, fouled back and out of play. Hit high to right field. Plenty of time for Finau to trot underneath it for out number 2.
Yeah, and he was frustrated after that. He knew that ball was traveling to right and would be caught.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, John Ankerfeld, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground balls.
Number 9.
Runner at first is Sammy Lee. Rapids trail by 3 after a 3-run top half by Champlain Park. Ankerfeld out in front of that, got just a piece, 0-1. Runner is going, pitch is outside, throw is there, and he is out. A great throw down from Zahalka. And even with the 1-out walk, Oberstar just has to face 3 batters. We go to the 7th inning. It's Champlain Park 5, Coon Rapids 2 on CTN.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Fans enjoying a solid Legion contest this evening.
On a beautiful evening.
Champlain Park, though, jumped to that lead. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits and an error in that 6th inning to break a 2-2 tie. And now looking to see if they can add to that lead here in the top of the 7th. Andrew Rakow 0 for 2 with a walk. And he fouled that one off of his leg and clearly is feeling the sting.
Yeah, that's smart.
Give him a minute to walk it off. Maybe rub a little dirt on it.
Got to rub the dirt on it. I love our remedies. And there's no need for pickle juice tonight because I think the weather's nice. But you know me, I'm a big fan of the pickle juice.
Apparently. A proponent of...
It cures all ails.
Oh, I thought it was just for
you have a cold,
for
drink a little pickle juice. Hangnail, pickle juice. It's a miracle cure.
Oh, okay. Up and into Rakow, 1-1. This one fouled back, out of play, 1-2. And Dutton really needs a quick inning here.
Yes.
As do the Rapids. They don't need to try and dig out of a hole any larger than the one they already have. This one up high, 2-2.
Well, 3's a tough enough hole as it is.
Now they will start with Ankerfeld back at the plate, then the top of the order in the 7th. Quite sure how you take that one on 2-2, but Rakow got away with it, and it's a full count. Swung on and missed as Dutton just reared back and fired the fastball past him for strike 3. That's just the 2nd strikeout for a Coon Rapids pitcher in the ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, and Dutton needed that as well after that tough top of the 6th.
Brings up the catcher, Zach Zahalka. He is 0 for 3. A couple of groundouts and a fly ball to center. This one hit high down the first base line. It will get out of play. And it's 1-1.
Well, we talked about the Coon Rapids. They've had a pretty good start to the season. If this score holds up, just be their 2nd loss on the year. We talked about Champlain Park yet to lose a game, just 2 contests. They certainly would like to advance to 3-0.
Zalko follows that one back, and now it's 1-2. Curveball misses low, a full count. Goes back to the curveball, hits softly back to the mound. Dutton flips it over to White for out number 2.
Now so far 2 up, 2 down for Tommy Dutton in the post 334 squad.
This is Tyler Finau. He's 2 for 3. Scored a run in that 3-run 6th inning. swung on and missed. Two 1 pitch from Dutton. In for a strike, 2-2.
Tommy Dutton looking a lot sharper here in the 7th than he did in the 6th.
Fires that one past Finau, and that's the first 1-2-3 inning for a Coon Rapids pitcher in this ball game. And now the onus falls on the offense. They need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Bottom of the 7th next on CTN. A look at the track down catch by Overstar out in left field. And he is on trying to finish a come home. He's going to be there. Save, I suppose it would be a 2-inning save. Does that count as a save? Unfortunate error by the Cardinals. 2 errors, and both have led to Champlain Park runs. 3 of their 4 runs in the late innings have been of the unearned variety.
Logan, don't call me Aaron Ness, is going to be hitting leadoff here in the bottom of the 7th for Coon Rapids. He's hitting .222 on the season.
That one just floats up and in, 1-0. This one hit high down the right field line into foul territory, and underneath it is Rack out for out number 1.
Quick first out in the inning here in the field for Champlin.
And that'll bring Coon Rapids back to the top of the order. They need 3 runs, but now 1 away. Mason Myrie, 1 for 2 this afternoon, walked and scored in the 3rd inning. This one fouled back out of play, 1-2.
Overstar quickly ahead in the count. Shaking his catcher off.
Fires the fastball high for strike 3. And the Rapids down to their final out. Mark Manders 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Needs to get on to start a rally. Overstar fires a fastball past him, 0-1.
Yeah, Overstar doesn't waste much time between pitches. He's just ready to go.
And he's staying on the gas.
Let's see if he throws one more fastball here. It's worked for him
Two
so far.
quick ones that have gotten past Manders. This one rolled to short, scooped up by Thoraldson. The throw across in time. And the Rapids go quietly 1-2-3 in the 7th. They had not been retired in order through the first 3 innings, but retired in order in 3 of the final 4 as Champlain Park closes out a 5-2 win after they had trailed 2-1.
I'll give Champlin a credit. Big top of the 6th. Push them to the lead, and they hold on, and they're going to go to 3-0. And Rapids team's going to drop to 5-2 on the year.
Still a solid opener for them,
Oh, yeah.
but after celebrating the tournament championship over the weekend, they return to their home field against a noted rival. They were hoping for better results, but it was not to be on this night.
No, it was not, unfortunately, but plenty of games left ahead in this season.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Champlain Park 5, Coon Rapids 2. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.